Our planet's climate pulses with powerful cycles, and one of the most influential is El Niño. Picture the vast Pacific Ocean. Normally, trade winds push warm water westward, letting cool, nutrient-rich water rise along South America's coast. Every few years, these winds weaken or reverse, and warm water surges back east. This is El Niño, a dramatic shift that disrupts marine life and weather worldwide. The name, meaning the little boy in Spanish, was coined by Peruvian fishermen who notice warmer waters around Christmas. When El Niño strikes, the upwelling of cold water stops, starving marine ecosystems and threatening fishing communities. But the impact doesn't stop at the shoreline. The heat and moisture from the Pacific alter global weather, triggering floods, droughts, and storms far beyond the ocean. In essence, El Niño is a temporary but significant warming of the central and eastern Pacific. It's part of the larger El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, with La Niña as its cooler counterpart. These cycles are natural, but the world they operate in is changing. As our climate warms, these ancient rhythms are being pushed into new, unpredictable territory. El Niño's reach is vast, affecting food, water, and weather for millions. Understanding this phenomenon is crucial as we face a future shaped by both natural cycles and human influence. The stakes have never been higher. El Niño has always been part of Earth's climate, but human-driven warming is changing its character. The oceans and atmosphere are hotter than ever, amplifying El Niño's extremes and possibly making them more frequent. Since the mid-20th century, strong El Niño and La Niña events have become more common. While no single event is solely caused by climate change, the trend is clear. Our influence is making these cycles more volatile. Scientific models warn that extreme El Niño events could double by century's end if emissions continue. The natural cycle now rides atop a wave of human-induced warming, leading to more intense impacts. Researchers estimate that recent warming has already added extra extreme El Niño events. By raising the planet's baseline temperature, we're pushing El Niño into uncharted territory. The very nature of El Niño may be shifting, with new types emerging and greater uncertainty ahead. We're no longer just observers. We're active participants, reshaping one of Earth's most powerful climate forces. The consequences are global and growing. Recent years have shattered heat records, with 2024 marking the first time global temperatures exceeded the 1.5 degrees Celsius Paris Agreement threshold. El Niño acts as a heat amplifier, releasing vast warmth from the Pacific and pushing global temperatures even higher. A strong El Niño can add up to 0.2 Doden to the global average, intensifying heat waves and weather extremes. Coral reefs are among the first casualties. Mass bleaching events, like in 2016, devastate marine life. Each new El Niño in a hotter world risks irreversible damage to these vital ecosystems. The forecast for 2026 suggests another strong El Niño could be on the horizon, threatening more record-breaking heat and ecological disruption. This compounding effect means more intense storms, droughts, and risks to human societies. The natural cycle now exposes the full extent of the warming we've caused. We're entering a future where every El Niño is more dangerous than the last. The stakes for people and nature are rising with every degree. Our response will define the outcome. El Niño's disruption of rainfall plunges regions like Australia, Indonesia, and the Philippines into severe drought. Rainforests and bushlands become tinderboxes, fueling massive wildfires and releasing carbon into the atmosphere. In Indonesia, drought-driven fires create hazardous haze, affecting millions across Southeast Asia. Agriculture suffers. India's monsoon weakens, threatening crops and food security for hundreds of millions. Southern Africa faces similar crises. Maize yields collapse, and millions need food aid. Water sources dry up, livestock perish, and famine looms. The economic and human costs are staggering, with malnutrition and conflict rising. El Niño's failure to deliver rain is a stark reminder of our dependence on a stable climate. As these events intensify, so do the risks to lives and livelihoods. While some regions dry out, others drown. El Niño brings relentless rain to places like Peru, Ecuador, and East Africa. Normally arid landscapes are overwhelmed, rivers flood, and landslides bury communities. Infrastructure collapses, isolating people from food, water, and medical care. Floods leave behind stagnant water, fueling outbreaks of malaria, dengue, and cholera. The economic toll is immense, with billions lost to destroyed crops, homes, and roads. Fisheries suffer as warm, nutrient-poor waters disrupt marine life. El Niño's dual nature, drought in one place, floods in another, shows the interconnected chaos of our climate system. Recovery is long and costly, with health and livelihoods at risk long after the waters recede. El Niño isn't just one event, it comes in two main types, each with unique impacts. The classic Eastern Pacific El Niño brings intense warming to South America's coast, causing dramatic floods and droughts. More recently, Central Pacific or Modoki El Niño events have become common, with warming centered farther west. This subtle shift changes global weather patterns. Central Pacific events often trigger drought in India and unpredictable effects elsewhere. Eastern Pacific events hit the Americas hardest, while Central Pacific types can alter hurricane tracks and rainfall in Asia. Climate change may be making Central Pacific El Niños more frequent, adding new uncertainty. Forecasting which type will develop is crucial for preparation. Our warming world is not just intensifying El Niño, but changing its very nature. The rise of Modoki events means we face unfamiliar risks. Understanding these differences is key to adapting. The future of El Niño is more complex than ever. El Niño's influence is global, reshaping weather on every continent. In Africa, East sees floods while Southern Africa suffers drought and crop failures. Southeast Asia braces for drought and fires. India fears weak monsoons and food shortages. North America experiences warmer northern winters and wetter, cooler conditions in the south. South America faces floods on the Pacific coast and drought in the Amazon, threatening the world's largest rainforest. Even Europe feels the effects. Wetter in the south, colder and drier in the north. El Niño can shift the jet stream, altering weather far from the Pacific. These ripple effects disrupt agriculture, water supplies, and economies worldwide. A single patch of warm ocean can trigger a chain reaction across the globe. El Niño is a reminder of our planet's deep interconnections. Predicting El Niño has always been challenging, but climate change is making it harder. Warmer oceans blur the line between normal and El Niño years, complicating forecasts. Scientists now use relative temperature anomalies, comparing the Pacific to the global tropics. The rise of Central Pacific El Niño events adds more uncertainty, as their impacts are less understood. Despite these challenges, forecasting has improved, often giving months of warning. This lead time is vital for farmers, water managers, and health officials to prepare. As the climate warms, better and more localized forecasts are urgently needed. Our ability to adapt depends on accurate predictions. The future demands vigilance and innovation. El Niño is a natural force, but human-driven warming is turning it into a greater threat. More extreme El Niño events mean record heat, fiercer droughts, and more destructive floods. Food, water, health, and economies, especially in vulnerable nations, are all at risk. The compounding effect of El Niño on a warming world is pushing us into uncharted territory. We must improve forecasting and build resilience, early warning systems, smarter agriculture, and stronger health infrastructure. Adapting to a volatile climate is essential for survival. Ultimately, the only way to curb El Niño's growing threat is to tackle climate change at its source. Every ton of carbon adds fuel to the fire. El Niño's story is now a warning. Our future depends on restoring balance to our planet. The time to act is now.